and I'm just leaving my apartment. Well, my cousin's apartment. She lives on the Buda side of Budapest, and I think most of the stuff to do is on the Pest side or the Pest side. So that's where I'm heading this morning. I'm actually going back to a cafe that I was working at yesterday because I accidentally left my MacBook charger there, crossing my fingers that they still have it. And then there's another cafe really close by that, well, I've already been to it, so I know it's really good. And I love the area that both of the cafes are in, so I'm excited to show you. I have a morning planned of vintage shopping, just checking out the thrift stores. And then I have a late lunch booked at some restaurant called Ghetto Goulash, which I'm really excited about because the last time I was in Budapest, I wanted to go here, but they were fully booked up, so I made a reservation. It's also going to be so hot today. I'm going to need to shower probably midday and then maybe go somewhere for sunset, somewhere cute. I just had coffee. I'm heading to the part of the city that has all the thrift stores. It is also so hot. It's 10 a.m. and already 30 degrees, and it's supposed to get up to 33 by the afternoon. Luckily, there's a lot of shade here. Another thing that I forgot to mention is how quiet the city felt for being a Saturday morning in the middle of peak season, which I think is one of the nice things about Budapest is that, I think it's less touristy than other European cities while still being equally as beautiful. There's so much history and amazing food here. I will say it's a bit more grungy, but I kind of like that. I think a grungy city is the perfect place to go vintage shopping, and honestly, the vintage stores were so nice. And because it's not as touristy, I was alone in both of the first two vintage stores. Retrock vintage store was definitely my favorite. I mean, you can see that it has the most selection, and they also carried small designers local to Budapest and around the world as well that were making upcycled clothing or clothing from all natural materials and dyes, which I thought was really cool to see. And my lunch at Ghetto Goulash was really nice. I got just a bowl of goulash and a cucumber salad, and both were really good. I think if I were to go again, I'd order the paprikash because it looked amazing. And for dessert, I ordered gombots, a traditional dessert dumpling that are rolled or sprinkled with breadcrumbs and sugar. This one had cottage cheese inside and was served on cinnamon and sour cream. It was really nice. I prefer the gombots that have plum in the middle, but I was happy to try a different kind of gombots. And another thing to mention is that the public transportation in Budapest is so easy to use. I just love a good transportation system. You can download this app called Budapest Go and purchase digital tickets. You can get a single ride or a day pass or multi-day pass. You never have to actually buy a ticket in person or at a machine. You can just use your phone, which I thought was really nice. It's 8:30 now, which is perfect because the sun has gone down and it's finally cool again. I have emerged from the cave. I spent the rest of the afternoon inside in the AC. I immediately took a shower when I got home. I was wearing a linen dress all day, and by the time I got home, it was completely damp from sweat, which is... Anyway, watched 2 episodes of Sex and the City, laid down for a while, and called a friend. And now I'm having more gomboza for dinner. I'm leaving tomorrow, I think. So there's not much food in the fridge, but I did have some gombotsa in the freezer that I just boiled. And you know what? They are potato dumplings. This is equivalent to eating gnocchi in my opinion, but instead of sauce, it's breadcrumbs and there's plum jam inside, and they're delicious. My thrifting mission was such a success. I found the most perfect pair of blue jeans, and I haven't had a perfect pair of blue jeans for years. Honestly, my body has changed so much in the last 2 years that I literally cannot wear any of the jeans. I can't wear any of the pants that I used to be able to wear like 2 years ago. So I've just been blue jeanless for a while, and it's really hard to find like a good pair that fits. And I found them, and I'm so happy. When I put them on my body, I immediately knew. I was like, this is the pair. I probably tried on 15 pairs of jeans. It was 33 degrees, and the stores don't have AC. So I really put the work in for these jeans, and let me show you. They're so good. Anyway, that's the jeans, and I'm gonna finish eating my dinner, and then I'm gonna head to Buda Castle, and I don't know, maybe just sit there and listen to music and look at the city lights at night. I think it's gonna be so beautiful, and I'm so excited to go on like a little night walk. Something I was reflecting on during this short trip to Budapest was how big of a difference actually being present makes in your life. And for the first like 4 or 5 days that I was here, I had a really hard time being in the present moment. I just have a lot going on, and so there's a lot of things in my head, and it's hard to separate from that. But on this particular day, I think the fact that I was filming and wanted to capture the beauty of the city helped me experience it more. I also took the time to like journal while I was having coffee, and I was journaling as well while I had lunch. I think everyone has different things that bring them into the present moment. I think the key is just knowing what those things are for you. For me, it's journaling, taking a walk outside, and looking at trees or some sort of nature. Like I love to just look at nature. And those are like 2 reliable practices for me. And when you're traveling, I think it's important to go back to those because you want to make the most of the time that you are in a place. This is my little reminder, I guess, to schedule those things in so that you can actually be present while you are in a new place. And I mean, even in an ordinary place or even just in your everyday life, I think it's just so important to continuously go back to those things and put them into your routine. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you are having a lovely summer.